Hi, I'm Yogi Kumar, filmmaker and author.
Yogee Qumar is a filmmaker who doesn't just tell stories, he provokes conversations and sometimes confrontations around desire, morality, and the gray zones of modern relationships. His work and public persona challenge comfort, especially when it comes to how we look at love, basic instincts, and social hypocrisy in today's world. Born in 1982, Yogee Kumar is an independent Telugu filmmaker, writer, and actor who moved from corporate life into cinema and short films before debuting as a feature director with Love You 2 in 2023. He continues that journey with much discussed projects like Agang Repu 3, positioning himself as a bold voice rather than a mainstream, safe storyteller. Yogee gravitates towards explosive themes, casting couch, basic human instincts, power imbalance, and transactional love that many filmmakers either sanitize or avoid completely. Instead of moral policing these topics, he places them at the center of the narrative and asks the audience to sit with their discomfort, which naturally triggers criticism, debate, and backlash. His short film work, like the casting couch-based Papa, uses raw setups, confined spaces, and raw performances to strip away glamour and expose the power games beneath the film industry's surface. In Agang Repu and its sequel, he pushes into darker territory, crime and exploitation, using genre elements not just for thrills but to question who really has agency in these situations. Beyond cinema, Yogee brands himself as an author dealing with ideas like "do not paint him pink," which signals a deliberate attempt to question conventional morality according to him. So when you listen to him today, don't expect a polite, polished, PR-safe director. Expect someone who will poke at your beliefs about fidelity, consent, lust, and power, and ask why we pretend to be purer than we actually are. That is exactly why this conversation matters.
Hi, I'm Yogi Kumar, filmmaker and author. About 10 years back, I've started my career as a short filmmaker while being a corporate employee. After huge success while being a short filmmaker, I got a golden opportunity to direct a film with a contemporary subject, which is Love You 2 is my debut movie, and the short film, very successful short film, which has won many awards for me and brought a very good recognition. That is A Gang Repu, which means the gang next day. After the huge success of my first short film, I have made a sequel of that, A Gang Repu 2, which brought me a good opportunity to direct a feature film with Arta Sandeep in the main lead, the choreographer Arta Sandeep. That's Love You Too. It's a very contemporary subject and about complex relationships. And now I am on way to release my second feature film directly on OTT, which is A Gang Repu 3, The Gang Next Day 3.
Actually, no. Just because I got a huge number of view count on my short film, I never wanted to quit my job and try out, making a full time career in my movies. I always wanted to maintain this movie making career along with my job parallelly up until I would get a big path breaking opportunity. But unfortunately, and moreover, I would not suggest this to anyone that anybody would change their career with a settled job pursuing full time filmmaking. As much as possible, I would suggest anyone to continue their career parallelly without dropping their full time career, because as we know, the movie career is risky. Until we get a huge path breaking opportunity, I would not suggest anyone to, especially for non film background, who has ambition to pursue filmmaking into full time job. I would suggest rather don't quit the job. But unfortunately, while I was doing short films and it became a huge hit, I started making another short film while being in my full time career. But unfortunately, when I had to move to a further step into my career, further to raise my designation, I had to take a decision. Rather, I was asked to take a decision whether to stop my movie making career to pursue the next level of position, or to quit the job. So, unfortunately, I was forced to take the decision of quitting the job and pursuing filmmaking as a full time opportunity. But if I had a chance, I would definitely would not be quitting the job just because I got some 45 million views for my short film. No, that has never been the case. It was an unfortunate decision that I had to take. I never wanted to quit my job, so I was forced to quit my job. So between the both, yes, obviously filmmaking has been my priority, and I have to choose. I would not say it is bold content. Of course, it may be bold if you mean I showcase the reality, truth without fear, hesitation. If you feel, yes, I'm showing the truth and reality, in that case, it might look bold, but it is definitely not obscene. And I would not say bold, I would rather say mature, because I prefer doing mature content because I am a kind of filmmaker who want to, through my films, guide the present generation to cope up with the advancing generation, the generation who are getting way more mature in a fast pace. For every 10 years, 15 years, the generation, their ideology, their relationship phenomenon, dynamics, everything will get matured, will get evolved. But the present generation or the previous generation, they will not be able to cope up with the mindsets of the new generation. My films let them transition easily, that this is the case, this is how the the new generation wants, this is how the relationships are evolving, this is how uh, this is what the reality that everybody is seeking, so that they should not be judgmental about the new generation's change in thought process. They should cope up with them. My movies stand a way mature than what than showing than dragging someone into forced morality. um, I choose to rather ask my audience to cope up with what the new generation is moving towards. In that way, yes, my content is a little mature content. So, if I have to speak about the theme, the core concept of Love You Too, yes, it is complex. It deals with complex relationship, contemporary story. Uh, it might seem, on a level that it speaks about individuals' choice of getting into polyamory, choosing another love out of marriage, speaking about his desperation towards his girlfriend. But no, uh, this concept still deals with morality, but in a new, mature way. Things are happening. Extramarital love is advancing nowadays. People are choosing another partner out of marriage. But in this phase of changing dynamics, how the married couple should cope up with each other, how the existing partner should judge them, how they are being victimized. Both partners should understand what they're feeling. If you look at my characters, Purna as a wife. I have shown how it is very hurting when she becomes a victim of a husband choosing a love partner out of marriage. I have shown the pursuer of extramarital relationship why he has to choose because of trauma, his childhood trauma, because of dysfunctional relationship with wife, because he was wanting a fresh, new carer, or a fresh new sense of respect, what he gains from a new relationship. And again, from the Sushma point of view, the new girl which falls in love with a married man, I have justified based on her maybe her religious perspective. It is not wrong from her point of view, but it can be wrong from some other's point of view. I have dealt it with very complex emotions and morality. The film deals with loyalty, love, and relationship. Here, Surya will be loyal with two women. It doesn't mean, loyalty doesn't mean that sacrificing oneself, loyalty, I have shown, I have redefined loyalty as, even though he started loving the other young girl, he doesn't want to leave his wife because he wants to stay loyal, because that's the promise he has given in marriage. And when Sushma, the new girlfriend or lover, when she is not in a position to their continue their romantic relationship at the end, he doesn't betray her, he doesn't leave her, still wanted to stay loyal with the new girlfriend as well. So he has, instead of dividing love between two, he has multiplied, he has added another dynamic to his loyalty. He's being loyal to two women. Why not? That's what I wanted to show. And I have shown multiple, how the very conservative friend, how he treats this issue, and very liberal girl, how she should be understand to say. See, my main idea is nobody should judge anyone, nobody should hate anyone just because of their personal and private choices. So I think I have tried to justify everyone's emotion. Each one of them is correct at their in their point of view, and nobody has attempted any, I know, a wrong deed. It is not a crime, not a, no. It's just emotional attachment. I've shown, I think I have tried to show that, because things are happening, things have started happening. We are looking all around, and here mainly the women are getting victimized, the women who choose to fall in love with a married man. I don't want they have to they I don't want them to be judged in a derogatory way. Even they deserve a peaceful and respectable life. Just because they've chosen something for themselves, they should not be demeaned by the society. So I wanted to train the society as a whole to understand the emotion, the complex emotions between um, this kind of relations as well. My movie Love You Too, and you felt that it is of a high intensity. I'm glad that you felt that, but it is not purposely done. I have not designed the content to make people emotionally rush or create a artificial reaction towards it. No, the the script itself demanded the kind of intense treatment. I have not purposely done it. I have not created it because the concept needs to be done in a certain way. The 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 actors have performed, accordingly. The core concept of choosing the subject itself forced everyone, the actors, me, and all the crew, to bring that intensity by itself. It's not forcefully done. It has happened naturally because um, it is dealing with that kind of a complex situations. How a friend of the main lead wanted to bring him out from his extramarital relationships. His struggle is to safeguard his marital relationship with his sister, like Purna, and how a wife who always believed that her husband has to be hers and only hers, how she struggles when she comes to know about his husband's love interest. And the main lead, Surya himself, how he deals with the trauma, his childhood trauma, and the intense feeling when the young girl that he believed that she is the love of his life for the rest of his life, when she chooses to, go and fall for another young actor. Again, how she comes back, why she had to leave, and what's the emotional um, uh, trauma and no distress. These are all this has come very naturally because of the story, and I have not designed anything because it is, it is not a simple love story. Love after uh, marriage, and justifying that, yeah, that could also be love, why not? So the kind of dialogues I have written, that the intensity has naturally come. I have not designed I have not took special care for that. So the script itself is was strong, I believe, because it had to justify the five important characters. One of them, again, a young girl who is happens to be friend of the main lead Surya. We have shown her as a nymphomaniac, accidental nymphomaniac, who is a victim of so many um, possessive and failed relationships, but we have not shown in a obscene way. Only we have delivered it in her voice, in her dialogue. There's a very emotional scene where Pinky proposes Surya, though she is a friend, but she gets attached to the kind of love Surya shows to, again, a mutual friend Shushma. She gets attracted to him, but he again rejects her proposal. This is kind of these are kind of scenes which we don't see normally on especially Telugu screen. So I try to justify all of these people, the kind of mindsets. Few will be very liberal, few will be conservative, few will be in between, their choices will be, while being loyal, they don't want to compromise with their choice of life. One will be traditional wife, so I try to justify every kind of a mindset that we see all around us in our present day society. No, actually, my idea has never been to avoid traditional theater system. No, I would rather want cinema to be celebrated. Audience have to enjoy movie only, on big screen. But unfortunately, I am at this point in time. I think I may not be able to pull audience uh, to a big screen because the dynamics has changed. The canvas has to be larger. People who spend a lot of money to watch a movie in a theater, they should feel it is worth. So we have to make movie larger than life. Uh, Basic film, basic stories. Those look like like a everyday in YouTube we see a lot of qualitative movies nowadays. So I don't want to make that kind of a what I would call um, a simple movie, and I can't force people or ask people to come to theater and watch my movie. Rather, I would want to make a big movie. I want to people. I mean, big movie in the sense scale, a bigger scale, bigger cast, and then I would welcome people to watch in a theater. But why I have made this film in OTT, or why my producer has preferred to make an OTT film straight away, is because, see, especially this generation, younger people who wants to watch movie in OTT, they don't want to watch a film for 2.5 hours. No, in this current scenario where simple messages are delivered, a huge social message or huge awareness that has to be given is generated in a 30 seconds to 1 minute reel. So when it is a time that a simple message can be sent in a very shorter video, I feel I cannot sell my 2.5 hours movie for the digital audience of this present time. So we have tried a short movie format, which I and my producer believes that it is going to be future of the OTT straight release cinema, because our idea is the theater film. Uh, 2.5 hours to 3 hours, it is worth for someone goes to theater and spends a lot of money, that ambience, AC, good seating and all. They might want to watch the film for longer duration, because it is not only about movie, it is all about experience, the sound, the ambience and all. But I cannot sell in the OTT. I don't want to sell the same duration film in the OTT, and I want movies to be shown crisp and short in 1 hour, 1 hour, 1.5 hour maybe, or why not 1 hour? Because my producer, he believed, previously cricket also used to be 50-hour game, but later it's been shrink to 20 hours only, 2020. But yet the fan base hasn't changed, the enthusiasm for cricket hasn't changed. So we envision a parallel cinema to OTT, but rather the straight away theater films releasing very soon into OTT, because I'm completely against theater movies releasing in after 2 months, 3 months, because the viewership, those who want to come to theater and watch movie has reduced, because they most of us will think, it is anyhow going to be streamed on OTT very soon, within no time, within a month, or even less than a month sometimes. So I rather envision a time where the films, especially the all the super hit films, should be released much later, 6 months, 1 year later, so that those who are interested to watch the movie fresh and really, uh, at that point in time, they should be able to come to theater, and still the theater experience should come back. So I am not against the movie theater system. I am very pro to that system. I still want that movie to be celebrated. At the same time, parallel cinema has to, meanwhile, these movies, after playing in the theaters and get streamed, this OTT film format has to be refined. um I think it should be the dynamics, the canvas, the casting. um, it should encourage new talent rather than only promoting the experienced or stars. So we are trying this way. Why not 1 hour format for OTT? Meanwhile, while the other big films, get older, get they entertain in the theaters, then later start streaming into this OTT platform. See, every filmmaker, uh, they tend to, there are two kinds, what I believe. Some will entertain the audience, some will enlighten the audience. I choose making films, for the later purpose, to enlighten the audience. I want to show the dark conversations, between people, dark side of crime, dark side of relationship dynamics. I want to. It's not that I won't do the other kind of films. I love doing comedy. I want to do other genres as well. But this is the kind of genre, the dark and realism is kind of genre which I enjoy making, because it involves a lot of research than the story creating itself. It needs a new perception which nobody has maybe not witnessed in their real life, but going to see on screen for the first time. That is why I enjoy making this kind of challenging genre, which I call uh, realism, or yeah, realist kind of a movie. So this is what I love doing. But hopefully I'll continue entertaining with my upcoming projects as well. I'm on the way. I'm planning to do a couple of comedy films and thriller. Next will be a gangster concept. So yeah, this is how I plan to. This is my beginning of the career, and how I design my upcoming projects to be. Thank you.